You're tuning into the Latin Feels podcast with your host, Daniel Alvarez, and the one and only Tiny. That's me.
What is up, fam? Welcome to another episode of the Latin Feels podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Alvarez, and your other host,
Evelyn Salazar.
Hey, we back. What you laughing at?
I almost stopped you.
Why?
Then I went.
Why did you almost?
You're gonna see the footage. I was like, you said you started saying it, and I was like,
Why did I say
don't
it
know.
wrong?
I don't know because I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready?
Yeah, because you didn't do the clap.
I did it earlier.
Oh,
just to match it. Well, my bad. You were saying right now that it feels like we haven't done a podcast in a long time?
It feels like we haven't done a podcast in a long time.
Is it because we went on a mini road trip? And that felt like...
Maybe. Was it that? Because I don't... Did we do a podcast that week that we went on the road trip? No.
Did we?
No, because we left on a Wednesday. And we came back on a Thursday night.
Yeah. So we didn't do any last week?
Nope. That's why it feels like it. Yeah. That's why it feels like it.
Well, we back. And yeah,
we back. But we out.
We back, but we out. About to take off. So that's what happened in our week. We went to Vegas.
We went to Vegas just to get our money stolen.
Took all our money.
All of our money. Thanks a lot, Mom.
Yeah, that was Mom's idea. We were like,
want to go to Vegas.
We'll just tag along.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no. Man, I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy gambling. I really do. You saw me.
Yeah. I saw you just said, that's a big bet.
I love it. It's so much fun, but I like it when it's other people's money.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to waste your money if you're going to lose it, you know.
Yeah.
That's why they say only play with money you can afford to lose, because, it's gambling.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was like my first time going to Vegas to gamble.
Really?
To be honest with you, yeah, I'm at that age.
That you're a gambling.
I'm just
age?
like, fuck it, I'm just gambling.
The face
now.
you make. I'm at that age.
I'm at that fucking age. Instead of going to the club, getting drunk, doing other things, this is what I'm doing now.
Hey, you calling me old too? Then?
Like you said, the joke. I should have just gone to the club.
You should have just gone to the club.
I should have just gone to the club. I would have got free drinks. I would have been in VIP.
Instead, you were losing money with me.
I lost money.
It was fun though. Whatever. I lost money, but 50% of it was on something that I don't normally play. I was playing blackjack.
Yeah.
And I was just winning at first, and then give me your money.
I love blackjack.
Yeah, and then I played Texas Hold'em for like a couple hours, and that was cool until I waited for the last drink and lost all my money. I was like, I'm gonna leave. Let me just have her bring my drink, and then in that time that I waited for her to bring that drink, all my money gone.
Oof.
Yeah. You played. What was the other game you played?
I played Casino War.
Yeah.
All bad news.
All bad news.
All bad. I mean, it's a good game if you have a great hand. Like if I would have just put down $100. On the first hand, I would have been up 100. I would have, boom, done.
Yeah. And you would have been out?
I would have been out. But that's not how it goes. You know that when you're like, oh, I just won, let's do it again. Because our brain makes us think like, it's going to happen again. You can do it again. Yeah, and it's not going to happen again, bitch. Yeah. It's not.
I mean, I feel like it's programmed that way where it's like you win at first. Because like it lets you win at first. And then you're like, I'm going to keep winning. And then, nope.
Well, they got me.
They got us.
They got me.
well, I didn't play War. That was all you.
I was actually on my way. So while you were playing poker, I went through the casino and I was gonna go play Casino War. I was like, I'm not gonna tell my mom. I'm not gonna tell Daniel. I'm just gonna go. I swear, and I was already like a little lit, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go. And then on my way, because you know how like the Encore and the Win are together.
Yeah. That
little like runway. That's where I saw those people standing in line for the club, and I was like, man, all these people going to the club, getting drunk. And then I had mentioned to you, remember earlier in the day, I was like, how come no one's carded me? Mm-hmm. Like, what is the deal?
Yeah.
What's happening? I thought I was losing my chi. But then I got to Encore and I was about to play, and like 3 security guards came up to me.
Yeah.
And I was already lit, you know? So
Yeah.
so the minute that they asked me for my ID, I was like, it's about goddamn fucking time. What are you guys kind of doing out here?
Yeah.
Just letting us minors play. And then I like showed them and they're like, oh my God, your ID. Wow. You look really good for your age. And I got mad. I was like, oh, that's really nice of you. But what do you mean, my age? Huh? What do you mean?
Whoa.
Hey,
He was like,
hey. It's like 3 big black guys too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll take you all on.
One of them just has to go like that.
Yeah. It's like grab me by the hair.
Yeah. Get your.
Get it.
That's funny.
But because they came up to me and like made me feel really good about myself, I didn't play.
Really?
I literally walked away and I was like, you know what? I'm already winning. That's it. I already won. I'm good.
No.
Like that's what I was waiting for. Somebody to.
But what if you would have won like $500 right there?
You know, I don't think so. I was. Luckily, I was tipsy because maybe I would have been like, you know what, fuck it, I'll take out another 100. You know?
It was cool.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was fun.
Yeah, we went to the, what is it called? The pawn shop.
The Pawn Star.
Because moms wanted to go.
Moms loves the Pawn Star shop.
That's funny. Yeah, it was cool.
She's cute, huh?
Yeah.
She's something else, let me tell you. Something else. I got a very special relationship with my mama. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that have that kind of relationship with their mom,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like I like party with my mom. I like go.
Well, a lot of people party with their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a different, I don't know.
Yeah, it was fun. You had a dinner with a bunch of people too the other day.
Yeah. My mom.
We took. There was some wine. There was a few bottles of wine.
There was a few bottles of wine.
And she drank a cup or two, and then she was just like having us cheers every 5 minutes. She was like, cheers.
Oh, wait a minute. For all you guys that don't know, I did start drinking again on occasion, not crazy. And so far, I've been doing pretty well.
Good.
Yeah, with my stomach, you know.
Yeah.
So don't push it, though.
Yeah.
Don't push it.
Push it real good.
What else went on? Well, let's talk about tomorrow. We out.
I mean, well, there's a few other things that happened. Like we went to the Comedy Store, met Andrew Schultz. Did you forget about that?
He touched my phone. Andrew Schultz touched my phone. Can we talk about how I didn't say a goddamn fucking word?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yes. So yeah, we went out to the Comedy Store and we ran into Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
On the way out from the Comedy Store,
Yeah,
and he was going in.
Yeah.
And luckily Daniel.
I seen him because I know, you told me before, like he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
when I seen him, I was like, oh hell, I'm about to fucking be like, yo, bro, what's up? Take a picture with us, you know?
Yeah. And he was so cool. So Daniel goes, hey, Andrew, can you take a picture with her? And then he responded back, no, come take a picture with all of us.
Yeah.
So then all I did was look at him, grab my phone, open the camera, and give it to him.
And he took it.
And then he took a couple snapshots. You put it in the...
Yeah.
Took a couple snapshots. And then I didn't say anything.
Yeah. He was like, all right.
I was just looking at him.
I was like, I'm the one that says, I was like, yo, she's going to be
She's
at your
going
show tomorrow.
And in my head, I was like, I love you.
Yeah.
I was just... Not a goddamn word.
Yeah, I was trying to... Like, I wanted you to get a picture by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I learned from experience. Because, like, this happened to me with something else. Like, I met a celebrity with somebody else, and they signed something for me. Mm-hmm. And they put both our names.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not together anymore. So it's like... So I was, like, trying to get you, like... I was like, get a picture by yourself.
Why didn't you tell me? All right, that's cool. Look, get one with
That's
her.
why I said it. I was like, get a picture. I was like, get a picture by yourself. And he's the one that was like...
Yeah, then you should have pushed it. Why didn't I talk? What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I'm over here. Why did
Like, I did my part. I was trying to just be like,
I couldn't even fucking say a word. I'm not very easily starstruck. Mm-hmm. Like, I've worked at Katana. Katana, we have, people coming in all the time that are celebrities. And I'm just like, I don't fucking care. It's another person. But him in particular, I was just like, oh, like a role model. Very handsome. He's got a wife. I respect it. Very handsome. And just like when I started really loving comedy, really kind of like going for it, going to the mics every night, you know, he was one of my inspirations. I was like, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
I want to be quick on my feet. I want to be witty, and I want to be knowledgeable. So I got to go back to school.
You got to go back to school.
I got to go back to school. That fool is so smart.
Yeah.
Like, he knows so much about different countries and different things, and, you know, so that's how he can like connect with people.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Just do your research too, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but you never know. I mean, he doesn't know who's going to sit in the front row.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen so much of his stuff. It's just like, oh, you're from India? Okay, what part of India? Oh, you're this? Oh, you're this kind of tribe. You know, they used to do this. It's like, how do you know that?
National Geographic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking. We're gonna. I mean, I wonder if it comes from trying to write jokes and stuff. Like,
maybe.
Because if I'm sure he's traveled to different places. That comes with like maybe, like, I'm gonna go to India. What can I learn about India to make jokes out of?
That's
type
a good
thing.
idea. Man, I wish I would have had a conversation. I wish I would have been like, hey,
I don't think. I think he was kind of
probably
like, yeah. It
he was
looked like
probably going.
because when I said like, oh, she's gonna be at your show, he was kind of already like, I'm out, bro. I need to go. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think he was in the like stop
Talking
and have
mood.
a conversation mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was already like about to catch a spot or something. He was already like on his way to
He was on the way in.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. And then I actually got to see him live at the arena with Daniele, my bestie. She got tickets for me back in December for my birthday. And it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Like from top to bottom, like everything about it. I mean, just me and her alone, like when we hang out, it's so special. But then having this one entity that, you know, we both admire, because when I started getting really into it, I got her on it. And she's like, oh my God, I fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
She's like, we got to marry him. I'm like, I know. She's like, both of us. I said, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Make this shit Mormon. Let's go.
Mormon. That's funny.
And yeah, I mean, just being there with her and watching him and do his thing. And he was like, it was like he was just talking to people, you know, and we were such a good storyteller, and he didn't do crowd work.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you can't in the stadium.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It was like a one little bit of crowd work because there was a woman in the front that was pregnant, and it was really funny because he goes, wait, so you're pregnant, right? He goes, she's like, yeah. He's like, oh man, thank God you were, because it would have been a really uncomfortable show the rest of the.
Yeah, she had.
I'm just calling you pregnant when you fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so and then that led into what his the rest of his jokes were, which were like a lot about his wife and how he had to have a baby with her, or how he had to conceive the baby and all these things, and it was really touching. Like I started bawling, Danielle was bawling, we were both crying, laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like infants. We just needed to shit and pee ourselves.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but it might have been a multiple comedians talking about where it's like crowd work. That's why it works so good in clubs, because clubs, like comedy clubs, are built specifically for comedy. So that's like the best place to do crowd work. Like in a big ass arena, you know, like you're not gonna connect with people in the same way when they're like.
I mean, you can, because the cameraman, like what they have now is like the cameraman will go behind him and zoom in on the woman, because that's what they did. Like they zoomed in on the woman, she, you know, get on the screen so you can see what he's talking about. Yeah. But again, I mean, you know, maybe that's just what happens with the arena. So you're right. Yeah. What else happened? Because now I don't remember any of my week.
Oh, that made you forget your whole week?
Oh man, yeah. Just take me back to that place.
We been packing and planning for Austin. We're about to take off tomorrow morning. I am driving the first stretch of the day, 5 hours, and then he is driving the rest. Yeah. However else long like, it is. It's like 11 hours. It'll be like 11.
You're like, Evelyn, we should have been here by this time. I'm like, what?
You read the wrong way.
I'm driving as fast as I can. There's like an armadillo just walking.
You're just distracted by
this fool's so fast.
Nah, we'll never get there if you go armadillo speed, bro.
No, I'm not going to be distracted. I promise. I am going to take my ADD medication tomorrow morning, and I will be on point.
Cool.
Yeah. If y'all didn't know, I have ADD. And it gets bad.
It gets bad. Why? How
I mean,
so?
you tell them. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Just let them
no,
know.
because you mean we'll be having a conversation and then you're just like, look at that chicken. That chicken over there. Just the most random or the
We're having like
most
a
random
serious
thought
conversation.
will come to your head. You know, like I like pink unicorns. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
You make me sound like I have Tourette's.
I'm just exaggerating the you know what you do because
Yeah.
we'll just literally be in a conversation and then you'll just remember something that or see something on the side and it'll just totally take you out, you know.
I think I was talking to you about my ADD when I started getting medicated for it, and I was like, man, something about like ADD, and I was like, I can't believe like my concentration level is shit. Hey, did you remember?
Yeah,
And you're
literally,
like, you're like, really?
bro,
Come on.
what's happening right now? Yeah.
It's fine. Thank God for medication, and thank God for
Yeah.
Thank you, Adderall.
You start shouting it out. Shout it.
But I take a very low dose,
No.
so it's not like anything crazy. Yeah, it's just 5 milligrams, if that. Sometimes I'll split it because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I need the, like the super hyper focus. Because when I do take it, I'm like, gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. Whatever it takes, it's gotta get done. Yeah. A lot easier. So, what else? I mean, we're going to Austin. We're going to Austin, baby.
Like, that's where we about to fucking.
What's up?
About to get up on Kill Tony.
I'm about to. Yeah. I also want to line dance.
Line dance?
Yeah. I'm gonna find a saloon and I'm gonna go line dancing.
I'm sure they have like some sort of something line dancing.
Mark my words.
I had a line dance in junior high because I lived in Washington.
Yeah.
And they had a line dancing, like legit line dancing.
Yeah, like electric side? Hey.
No, like line dancing in a square with two couples. And the whole like going in a circle. And yeah. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's
like fun.
if you can get it, yeah.
It's fun.
If you get it, like it was kind of simple, the steps, like the basic steps to dance with like a couple. Yeah, it's cool. And you're gonna have some boots on and everything.
I'm gonna have my cowboy boots. I'm gonna have my cute little summer dress, feeling like a Southern belle.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm also gonna get to see a very special human in my life, Allie. I met her when I was traveling in Peru, like when I was living in Peru. I met her very randomly. We both booked this. I've never posted about this, actually. That's weird. See, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Triggered.
She was wearing. Okay. So I met her on this. How do you call it? It's like a propeller. It's like it has a propeller, and you go up in the air, and you're sitting in it's like a 2-seater, and it's almost looks like a go-kart, but it has a big wind thing in the back, and then you go in the air.
Like you actually go up in paraglider.
Maybe
it's something.
But with
no,
motor.
It's not
with a motor gliding.
I forgot what it's called, but
I'm gonna call it motor gliding. So we both went to go do this because it was on my bucket list. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm scared as shit of being in a opened, open go-kart. Like literally, is just like you don't have anything next to you.
Yeah.
And it's just you're sitting in this little space, and then they strap you in. So I did it. I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna face this fear. I'm gonna go. Let's do it. And then she was also doing the same thing, but she was on another journey. She had just come to Peru for her first time traveling on her own. And we both just connected, It was just like such a great moment where she was so scared to do it. And then she was, also having issues with just being in Peru by herself. And then she met me, and I was like, I got you, girl. I'll show you the ropes. Go here, go there, and and we ended up meeting for lunch, I think the following day or so, and we hit it off. And ever since then, we've been talking.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
that's cool.
special, and we both are nannies now.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys
I'm
are
getting my Betty nannies.
you're bonding on nanniness.
Yeah, it's so cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm the one who told her. I was like, hey, how come you don't apply to these nanny gigs that I've been doing? Like, you're so nurturing and so loving, and she's
Mm,
such a great mom. So
mm,
she's like, bitch, you are right.
yeah.
What the fuck was I thinking? So now she's a full-time nanny, and I'm
Really?
so happy for her. Yeah,
That's cool.
and we get to meet her. You get to meet her.
Yeah.
She's so excited to meet you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit. Like, I'm excited too because I've gone to Austin a couple of times, but every time I've always felt like, fuck, I wish I could have stayed a little longer.
Yeah.
So this is the longest I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that, just to see if that feeling still is there.
Yeah.
Like for the full.
I mean, I really hope that it goes really. I know it's gonna go really well for us. I've talked to you about it, about moving, about getting out of LA, because this is so pricey here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so pricey, and also just like the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of their traditions. They're very traditional, and like having a family and
Mm-hmm.
and taking care of themselves, and having a house and all these things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would be a nice switch for
Mm-hmm.
me. But again, I don't know if I can do that cold, man.
Yeah.
Does it snow there?
Nah, not. It's
Does
not a
it get
reg.
as cold as here?
It can snow, but it's not.
Not regularly.
It gets colder than here for sure,
Oh,
and it gets hotter than here too sometimes. Cause it's
oh,
like that sticky heat though.
I love that sticky heat.
It's that sticky heat that you're
Give
just
me
like,
that sticky heat. I love that
like you
sticky
get out
heat.
the shower and you're already
I
sweating
love
and
it.
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
But I mean, as far as comedy is concerned, it's basically turning into the spot to be.
Yeah, that's the mecca.
Like if I had the opportunity to like get a regular some, I'll be like, hell yeah, bro, like let's go. Comics are coming from everywhere else to there
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
and it's just getting bigger and more people are coming.
Yeah.
As
And
far
then out there, it's a lot more liberal than it is here, LA. So there are certain things you can't say here, but you can say there.
I mean, you could say anything here,
You
but you have to deal
can,
with the
but you
consequences
gotta
of.
deal with the people, and you gotta deal with the
Yeah,
me, and,
you just gotta not give a
what is
fuck.
it? The Gen Zers?
I don't give.
Or the Gen
That's how much I
X?
don't give a fuck. I don't care who or which generation of them are the
You're
haters.
hurting my feelings and the future of my feelings.
You's a bitch. That's what we would say back in the day.
You can't call me that.
They need to get bullied more. They need it. Yeah. Well,
what they need to do is they need to, just like they want to have their own opinions and their own thoughts and all those things, then they have to respect others that want the same.
Yeah.
That's it. Like if literally if you think about it, that's all that needs to happen.
Yeah.
You want to have this for you? That's cool. Don't come to a comedy show and expect us to cater to you, because then we have to give up one of our rights that you're not willing to give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Middle ground. Middle ground.
Vote for Evelyn for president.
All right, Miss President, you want to pull out a riff? Oh, look like it picked itself.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about yourself and why, Daniel?
What's the favorite thing about myself?
Yeah, what's your favorite thing? Is this supposed to be?
Yeah. For me, it's that I'm a smart ass.
That you're a smart ass.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty smart dude, and like a lot of people underestimate me. So I like to just like on people, just surprise people. Like that's something that, yeah.
How was it?
I'm not stupid. Like in in a lot of situations, like poker, for example, I would go to a poker table and they'd be like, "This little cholo, I'm about to take all his money." So, yeah, just the way my brain works, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about myself. What about you?
Favorite thing about yourself? I think my favorite thing about myself is how adaptable I am to scenarios. In many ways, just like you can put me in a random ass room, like You can put me in a room and I'll be fine. I'm not scared of being around weird people or quote unquote weird,
Mm-hmm.
people that are mean. I'm not scared of them. Like I'm like whatever. Like it's gotta be me.
No.
So I think that being a chameleon or being this adaptable person has put me in a place that I am now. You know,
Yeah.
it's like with children. Like every child is different.
Mm-hmm.
Not and every parent is different. And the fact that I can manage and deal with all the parents and all the children and the way that they want it, because certain parents want to be this way, with their kids, and I
Yep.
have to respect that. I don't have any say. That's the thing. I'm just like, whatever you guys want, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I have zero say, and I don't ever give my opinion unless they ask me. And
Yeah.
even then, I'm smart about it. I'm like, even if I think something, I'm like, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna let them figure this out because it's not my kid.
Yeah.
But I appreciate them confiding in me and asking me a certain,
Yeah.
what do you think? But yeah, like and right now I have all these different babies and all these different parents, and all of them have different ways of being, and
Yeah.
I'm all about it. I love it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good trait to have.
Yeah.
To be able to.
Yeah.
You wanna pull one out?
You pulling up.
What did you want to be when you were a kid, and why?
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
A veterinarian.
Yeah, I loved animals ever since I was a little girl. I wanted to take care of dogs. I told my mom, I go, Mom, I'm never going to have babies. She goes, What? I was like, I'm just going to have puppies.
Puppies.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give birth to puppies. She's like, Okay. But yeah, no, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I've loved all animals. Like we used to have parrots growing up. I wanted to always touch cats, but I was allergic. And there's been a couple times where I have touched them, and we found out. It wasn't sneaky.
Yeah.
Come back with all my eyes is bloodshot red and like really poofy. Like, did you touch a cat? I'm like, no.
Yeah, like when you were little. No, mama. No toque el gato.
Yeah, it's like I can't even see her.
You're just like, ¿cuál gato?
Yeah. Was that
That's
what
funny.
it was? Yeah, and dogs. I mean, obviously I love dogs, but unfortunately now in my older age, I'm allergic to all of them.
Really?
I think I've always been. I just finally got tested. Yeah.
That sucks.
So, yeah, I'm allergic to bird feathers. I'm allergic to dog hair, like poodles and like not short hair, long hair dogs are fine. But it's like the ones that like shed a lot. I'm not okay. I can't do that. Like a Yorkie, I'm chill. A poodle, a Bichon, all those are all right.
Cool. Just not like that.
No Chihuahuas, no. Huh.
You need a Mexican hairless.
Oh, have you seen they look like the Peruvian hairless.
Yeah. What are they called?
They're supposed to be really good for asthma.
Zolos.
I told myself if I were ever to get a Peruvian dog, I would name it Chesky.
Chesky?
Chesky.
Chesky?
Chesky.
Is that how?
So Chesky is back in the Incan days, they would have messengers that would run a message from up in the mountains down to the bottom. And they were runners. And they would run, and that's what they call Cheskies.
Cheskies.
Little Chesky.
Cool. I wanted to be a basketball player.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, but that dream died real quick.
When you realized when you got
I was like,
onto a basketball court and you saw all these 6 feet.
Yeah, because I was good at playing
6'2".
basketball, but I just was always just too small,
Yeah.
And I could jump really high, but because I was so small, like you would just touch me a little bit and I'd go flying. Like I have scars on my back from falling so many times on the ground on my back because I could jump really high, but I would jump off both legs. So when you jump off both legs, your balance is a little way more off than just jumping off one. So when I was in the air, all you had to do was like bump me a little bit and I'll go flying and shit. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm too small for this,
As you're laying on your back, but
yeah, maybe this ain't the dream,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
Let's see. Have you ever laughed so hard you forgot why? No.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Like,
No, like because
like
you're
yeah,
laughing and that's what the memory keeps going in your head and that's why you're laughing so hard because you keep thinking about it.
I have like, but like you never been like around friends and then you guys like are joking about something and then you're just laughing and laughing and then you're just like, bro, what the fuck were we laughing about? That's never happened to you?
No,
Oh,
not that
that
I can really recall.
must be a high thing. Yeah. You're just like, what the fuck? Anyways, you're just yeah.
No, I mean
Mm.
I've laughed and been like later. Wait, what was I laughing
What was
about
I
later?
laughing about?
Like an hour later though.
Yeah.
You know, not
You
in the
fu-
moment. You smoking
you
that?
pulled that?
Huh?
You pulled
I
it?
did pull.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Ooh. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Why?
I believe in que penan. You
And,
know,
and what?
cuando penan.
Cuando penan?
Yeah, you've never heard that saying? Alguien está penando la casa.
Mm-mm.
It
Not in,
means like there's a spirit in the house. It's a
um.
ghost.
Why do you believe that?
Penando is like they're looking for a way to go back home. You know, so the reason why I believe it is one of the main reasons why I believe it is because my cousin, when I was in Peru, she told me, she goes, Prima, I had somebody que estaba penando en mi casa. And I go, what? She's like, I kid you not. Every night I would have these dreams
Mm-hmm.
and he would be there. And she's like, and I can never see his face, but he would hit me.
Really?
Yeah. And she would wake up with like marks on
Really?
her. Yeah.
Mhm.
And every night she would get hit. Yeah. And she would tell her husband, and her husband's like, what?
It was
This
her
is
husband whooping her ass all the
no,
time.
her husband. No, he would never do that. We would all kill him. He knows better.
It was a ghost, bro.
He knows
Just
fucking better. No, and she told me, she's like, yeah, like they, I anytime she's like, I'm terrified to go to bed
Mm.
because he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what did you do? ¿Qué hiciste, prima? Like, cómo lo, espantaste? What happened? Like, I'm thinking to myself, she went to like a priest, exorcism. She goes, you know what I did? In my dream, I prepared myself and I told him, you want to hit me? I'm going to hit you back.
And then he started.
So then he like backed down
Really?
because she fought in her dream, but she like
Mm.
went in her dream knowing that that was going to happen.
Mm.
So she fought him.
Mm.
She's like, how do you like this shit? And she was hitting him.
That's funny.
And I believe my cousin.
Yeah.
I would never believe anything on TV. But I believe my cousin.
Mm.
I really do. She wouldn't make this up.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, and I mean there are so many like stories where weird shit happens, man.
Yeah.
They're around.
I've had a ghostly experience actually.
A ghostly experience?
Yeah.
What happened?
When I was a kid, I was like maybe like 7 years old, around that age. And I was living with my mom and we went to stay at one of her friends' house, and supposedly the house was haunted. Like they kept telling us like she's haunted. Like we hear like footsteps and like people moving shit like almost every night. And we ended up like going, and we didn't have a car, so we walked there, and it got really late, so we ended up having to stay. And yeah, I was sleepy. I was sleeping, and I woke up, and I got up, like I stood up, and then someone was like, they said something like, "Why the fuck are you asleep? Go back to sleep." And they just pushed me, and I like cracked myself, and then I just fell asleep. And it was like for real, like I like cracked myself, like I actually had like something, you know.
What?
Yeah.
And you don't, I mean, you know that it wasn't anybody in the house that did that to you?
No, it was like in the middle of the night. Who would fucking? And it was like a man's voice too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was like go the fuck back to sleep, like something like that. Like we didn't talk like that back then.
Yeah.
Like we were kids, you know. Like nobody, at least not like
That's
it was all
creepy.
sisters. Yeah,
That's creepy. I mean, did you tell your sisters?
they know about it. Like they've heard this story, but I don't think in that moment, you know, it was like
So
I was like, that didn't happen.
You cracked.
That didn't happen, yo. Like, yeah,
That never happened. What are you talking about?
yeah, it was here. Like, but yeah, but for me, it's like, was that a dream? Like, did you just like get up and I just crack myself, or was that a ghost?
Man, I don't know.
That's where it's like, as I've gotten older, I'm like, what if I was just dreaming?
I don't know, because I mean, I can tell you some weird shit too. I mean, when I was younger, I would have these really weird dreams where I was almost like lucid dreaming. So like I knew what I was dreaming, but I felt someone pushing on me, and
Really?
I couldn't wake up,
Mm.
and they just kept on pushing, like pushing their, their hands on me, and I was like just I couldn't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just telling myself, like, in that moment, I was like, Evelyn, this is a dream. This isn't real. Get up,
Mm-hmm.
get up, like, open your eyes. And in my dream, I started singing hymns, like
Yeah.
church songs,
Yeah.
and then saying to myself, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in all these things. Leave me alone. And that's the only time that it went away.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only way it would go away, is
Mm.
when I would say, like, I proclaim him. He
Mm-hmm.
is with me. I don't know what you're doing, and then finally woke up and I was like, fuck. And that was like the scariest thing. And it happened to me a couple of times too.
Really?
Yeah. Where I was scared to go to sleep. I was like, shit, this thing is going to come and get me again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember being scared or anything, but
Oh, man.
I
Yeah.
was like, I wonder if that was real or not. Like, I mean, I question it like as I've gotten older, like could that just been a dream? Because they were talking about it, it was like in my head.
Yeah.
It could have been that I was just like I dreamt that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like when they were telling us, like they were serious about it. Like they weren't just like
Yeah.
trying to fuck with me, They were like, yeah, shit happens here.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No.
Um,
So, yeah, we believe in ghosts.
you want to pull the last one?
Yeah.
A
It's
little
something
quick
my
one.
grandma said to me. I told her, abuelita, los fantasmas.
Los fantasmas del Caribe.
Ajá, y me dice, no, hijita, tú no debes tener miedo a los espíritus.
Mhm.
Tenle miedo a la gente que está viva.
Yeah. Facts.
She's like, todo con los espíritus le puedes hablar y le puedes decir que no tienen que estar aquí.
Mhm.
Pero the live ones you gotta be careful with.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that always stood with me. I was like, you right, grandma, you right.
Yeah.
Wait, your turn? Oh, no, my
I
turn.
pulled the last one.
Okay. Here we go. Last one of the night. How big is your dick size? I'm just kidding.
What the fuck? I didn't write that. Let's measure it. That's funny. Or not funny, depending on how you see it.
Well, we haven't seen it, so. Okay, here
I
we
did
go.
not write that, bro.
He even has a little dick. A drawing of a little dick.
It's just like,
Okay, here, hold on. What's the weirdest thing you wish you never saw?
what's the weirdest thing I wish I never saw? I talked about this recently on stage when I was around the same age as when that ghost was whooping my ass. I might have been a little younger, actually. Might have been like a year or two younger. We lived in back of a 99-cent store, and it had like this little alleyway thing that was gated off, and then like there was like a house right next to it, and that house, some of the people that lived there were like gang members. Like, so a lot of the cholos would go to their house and shit, and they had like a little couch right there in that little thing, and they would just hang out right there. So one day I was gonna go to the 9 cents store, like we would jump the fence and go and cut through, because if not, you had to go all the way around the block, because we were literally like stayed right behind the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
They're closing them bitches. What the fuck?
99-cent store is closing down?
All of them.
What?
Yeah. You didn't read about that? Yeah, there's like a group of people.
Wait,
hold
on. Is Dollar Tree still around?
Yeah.
Wait, why is that happening?
Probably because they're losing money
What
from
do you mean?
getting from people just shoplifting so much from there. But a group of investors is trying to save the ones in Southern California.
Okay, that's good.
But
Good job, investors.
Yeah, they're thinking about closing all of them though. Anyways, so I was going to the 99-cent store, and there was just two cholos on the couch just jacking off and shit, just like racing each other to see who could like bust a nut quicker or something. And that was this was back in the day, there was no internet. There was no like. I think that was one of the first times where it was like I saw something sexual, and I was like, "What the fuck is this normal? Like, are y'all supposed to be?" Yeah, I was just like, "Yeah, that's a weird ass
That is
like
weird. That's
thing to experience as a kid, you know, like when you have no real sexual awareness yet, and you just come across two dudes just fucking."
so wow. That just brought it back a memory that I think I blocked for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, that just brought back a crazy memory. So I went to court and everything for it.
Yeah.
There was a man in my elementary school. I think I was like in second grade.
Really? God damn.
Yeah, I was like in second or third grade. I was really little. And there was a man in my elementary school, and it had like a fence gate or whatever. Not a fence gate, it's just a gate.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember playing on the monkey bars, and then there was like a couple other kids with me, and then he was just in his car touching himself.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was. I don't know what this was.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is he doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then we just kept on playing, but he didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, I don't know if it was me or if it was another little person that
Another little person.
another little person that I was playing with, and we were like, we need to tell somebody, because we were like children, but we knew it was bad because he didn't look right. Like he wasn't smiling.
Yeah.
He looked weird.
Mm-hmm.
So weird. So now another memory just popped up. I was only in second grade, and then that happened, and so the teachers came and like got him, and and they put him in court, and we had to go to court.
Really?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Went to court, and they asked us what we saw, and I was like, I saw him touching his private part. And that was it. Case closed. Then a second time that something happened to me. I was in high school. No, I was in junior high. I was going to summer school in Porter Middle School, and there was an underpass, and I was just walking back home, and all of a sudden a guy in a red car, I'll never forget. Now this memory just fucking, thanks a lot, Daniel.
Hey, I got top. I'm still trying.
There was a guy in a red car, and he came up to the corner of the street and said, "Hey," and I was like, "Huh?" And then I looked over, and he was butt naked.
Really? In his car?
In his car, butt naked, driving.
How can you tell someone's butt? Oh, like you could see down or something?
No, because he stopped, like where he stopped in the corner, and then I was going to pass him. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to cross the street, but he stopped right there for me. And he goes, "Hey," and I was like, "Huh?" And I looked, and he was naked.
Really?
And it was right under an underpass too. And I was like, "Fuck!" Like if I go back to the other way, it's the underpass. What do I do? And I was like, and I had to go back. And I ran. I just ran. I ran right back to school. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I told the people in school, I was like, there's a guy that's out there. He's naked. He's in a red car. Yeah. I don't know if they ever caught him. But
he probably dipped out from that.
How crazy.
Like if he noticed that you noticed and ran.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But
I mean, God, like now that I think about it, he could have easily just been like grabbed me and go,
Yeah.
Whew. Jeez.
Yeah. She's wild out here.
My grandma was right.
Yeah.
My grandma was right.
Yeah. Amber Alert. That they have a whole system because they be snatching up kids. Like.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No. Well, I hate to end it on this kind of note.
For real, this shit got dark as fuck.
Dark as fuck. But hey, I turned out all right.
Yeah. Just a little distracted once in a while.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, I'm gonna take the equipment. We're gonna podcast in Austin. We'll see how that goes.
We're gonna do podcasts. We're gonna try to get on Kill Tony.
Yeah. It's gonna be creative week. We're just gonna do a bunch of creative stuff while we have the time. And
fast forward to
we didn't do it.
Me in 2 days. Just me blowing bubbles. God damn it, Evelyn! What are you doing? It's 7:00 in the morning.
I just feel like blowing bubbles today.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Dana's gonna get to know me now. He's really gonna get to know me.
I'm gonna be like, well, it was nice, guys.
Well, it was
the
a really
podcast
nice.
was she crazy.
This bitch is.
She almost stabbed me. Yeah, nah, it would be fun. We
Doesn't count if it's a fork.
And this is where I can't feel. I was just like,
Doesn't count.
Damn, I'm gonna hide all the forks.
Well, y'all, wish us luck. This will probably be out by the time we're out there, so we're out there.
We out.
We out. Okay, bye.
Y se acabó la cosa. That's it. That's the end of the show. We'll catch another episode with Tiny and the Man on Wheels.